Tiga. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. First of all, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Nurzawani binti Mahmuda, the Senior HR Manager with the Lynx and Co. I am very delighted to present our comprehensive proposal for a grooming training program titled Employee Grooming Workshop, which aim at enhancing the grooming standards and professional presence of employees in Malaysia's tourism, hospitality, and event management industries. Next. So, this is our team behind the initiative. So, let me introduce one by one, which is my name is Nurzawani as the Senior HR Manager, and then Ms. Nur Shazwani as the Chief Learning Officer. Next, Mr. Afifa Akila, our Director of Human Resources. Next, Muhammad Farhan Arif bin Rositi, our President of Talent Management. And lastly, Nurul Atika, our Head of Organizational Development. Next. So, before we dive into the details of the training program, let me introduce our esteemed speaker, which is Mrs. Murshidah Said. So the background of the Mrs. Murshidah Said is she is an accomplished personal and professional development trainer specializing in grooming, ethics, and emotional intelligence. Plus, she is also known as a multi-award-winning business owner and coach. Next. Her professional experiences. Mrs. Murshidah has worked with a diverse range of clients, including corporate executives, government officials, and individuals seeking personal growth. She has conducted training sessions and workshops across various industries by helping professionals enhance their grooming and ethics skills. Her experience spans multiple countries, giving her a broad perspective on cultural nuances and professional standards. And next, training facilitator. As a training facilitator, Murshidah is known for her engaging and interactive approach. She employs a mix of theoretical knowledge and practical exercises to ensure participants gain a comprehensive understanding of the subject matter. The training sessions are designed to be impactful, leaving participants with actionable insights and skills they can immediately apply. Next. Achievements and contributions. Mrs. Murshidah has received numerous accolades for her contributions to the field of personal and professional development. She is a sought-after speaker at conferences and seminars where she shares her knowledge on grooming, ethics, and emotional intelligence. Murshidah is also an active contributor to various media outlets, offering advice and tips on how to improve personal and professional presence. So, the speaker's approach. Mrs. Murshidah's approach to training is holistic, focusing on the mind, body, and spirit. She believes that true grooming and ethics come from within and that individuals must first develop self-awareness and confidence. Her sessions often include elements of mindfulness and self-reflection, encouraging participants to cultivate a positive self-image. Murshidah's friendly and approachable demeanor makes her session enjoyable and effective, and fostering a supportive learning environment. Next. So this is an additional information of Mrs. Murshidah Said. Make sure you guys can visit her personal Instagram account at Murshidah Said. And next. So, what we will talk about today. So, here is the breakout of the topics that we are going to dive into, which are the structure of the program, the module, and the budget. Next. So, this is our program. As everyone agreed, our training program will take place on the 27th of July 2024 at the prestigious Majestic Hotel Kuala Lumpur Autograph Collection. The 6-hour program is divided into 5 modules, each focusing on different aspects of grooming and professional presentation. We also have incorporated breaks for breakfast and lunch to ensure participants remain refreshed and engaged throughout the day. Next. So I'll talk about our training objective. The objective here is to organize a comprehensive one-day grooming training module aimed at educating participants on professional grooming standards and enhancing their personal appearance skills for professional success. Next. As you can see here, we have stated 3 important benefits for this training to the participant will include the first thing, which is understand the importance of professional grooming, which participant will grasp why personal grooming is crucial for cheating, creating a positive impression, building confidence, and influencing professional relationship. Second is adhere to dress code standards. Participants will familiarize themselves with the company's dress code policies and guidelines, ensuring they can consistently meet appropriate attire expectations for various workplace settings. And the last one is enhance personal image and confidence. By mastering grooming practice and understanding their impact, participants will enhance their overall professional image, boosting confidence and credibility in their roles. Next. As you guys can see, this is the poster of our program and it's ready to be sent to the marketing team for the blast. Next. Tentative of the program. For the tentative, you can skip to the next part for a detailed schedule. Next. Okay, as you can see here, the registration part will take around 30 minutes, which is from 8:30 a.m. until 9 a.m. So we will start the first 2 modules at 9 sharp, where each module will take an hour before we start with the first break for 15 minutes at 11 a.m. Then we will proceed with the 3 for an hour. With the module 3 for an hour, same goes with the module 4, which will end at around 1:15 before the lunch break. During this break, can also allow the participant to take a break and go for the prayer for Muslims. Next, at 2 p.m., we will move on to the last module, which is module 5, which will take around 2 hours maximum. And the remaining time, around 4 p.m., we will take around half an hour or less to wrap up our program. Next. So right now we move on to the first module, which is Introduction to Professional Grooming. Next. So here is the module part. Let's start with the module 1. This module aims to instill an understanding of the significance of grooming in the tourism and hospitality industry, focusing on the impact of first impression. So, Mrs. Murshida will guide the participant through these activities with engaging presentation and discussion, providing examples and facilitating the creation of grooming checklists. Below is the equipment and its expected budget. Next. So here is a little summary of each activity. First topic areas discussed is overview of industry standards, which participants will learn about the grooming standards expected in the industry. And the second one is first impression and their impact. The segment focuses on the psychology behind first impression, where participants will engage in this discussion and exercises that illustrate how appearance influences client perception and interaction. And the last part is grooming checklist, where a practical session where participants create personalized grooming checklists. Next. Module 2, Personal Hygiene and Presentation. Next. Alright, then we have Module 2, which focuses on essential personal hygiene practices and presentation skills that are very crucial for maintaining a polished and professional appearance. In this part, our speaker will provide practical demonstration and tips on personal hygiene and presentation. Mrs. Murshida will use examples and engage participants in this discussion by offering hands-on demonstration for skin, hair, and nail care and providing advice on the dress code and makeup. So here are the equipment needed and the budget listed. Next. To summarize the activities in the Module 2, the first activity is daily hygiene routines, where Mrs. Murshida will instruct on effective daily hygiene practice. And the second one is skin, hair, and nail care, where she will share the tips for maintaining healthy skin, hair, and nails. And the third one is dress code adherence, where an overview of different dress code on how to adhere to them. And the last one is appropriate accessories and makeup for women, where Mrs. Murshida will explain about the practical guidance on choosing and applying accessories and makeup. And next. So this is our Module 3, which is professional attire and dress code. Next. For this module, it will provide a thorough understanding of professional attire and dress code policies, where Mrs. Murshida will use visual aids and sample clothing to present different types of professional attire and guide the participant through practical exercises. As you can see, the equipment needed is like sample attire, mannequins, and so on, and they are the listed budget in this module. Next. So the activity summary for the module 3 is, the first one is types of professional attire, where exploration of various types of professional attire including formal and business casual and industry-specific clothing, which participants will learn how to choose the right attire for different occasions. The second one is selecting suitable clothing, where practical tips for selecting appropriate clothing. The third one is company dress code policy, where it will discuss about the detail on typical dress code policies. And the last one is cultural consideration in Malaysia, where an insight into cultural aspects that influence professional dress codes. Next. So right now we are talking about the module 4, which is communication skills and body language. Next. In this module 4, it is to enhance verbal and non-verbal communication skills that are very crucial for effective professional interaction. In this section, speaker will lead the interactive session including role-playing exercise to improve communication skills that Mrs. Murshida will provide feedback and tips on effective speaking, listening, and body language to ensuring participants can apply these skills in real-life scenarios. Next. For the summaries of the activities, the first activities is effective speaking techniques, where all the participants will train on speaking clearly and confidently. And the second is activity listening skills, which they will doing an exercise to improve listening skills. And the third one is positive body language, where they will doing a role-playing activities to practice positive body language. The fourth one is the eye contact and facial expression, where an exercise to enhance eye contact and facial expression. And the last one is professional greetings and farewells, where they will doing a practical tips on professional greetings and farewells. Next. Module 5, which practical grooming and simulation. Next. So this is our last module in this training proposal. So in this module 5 is a hands-on grooming activities to provide guidance and feedback. So Mrs. Mushida will facilitate a role-playing exercise, conduct personal grooming assessment, and help participants to develop improvement plans to ensuring they live with actionable insights. Next. So in this activities, the summary of these activities is the first one is hands-on grooming activities, where participants will engage in the activities and exercise in their personal grooming. Next, second one is role-playing customer interaction, which simulated interactions to practice professional behavior. And the third activity is personal grooming assessment, where each participant will undergo a personal grooming assessment to receive a feedback on their grooming standards. And the last one is feedback and improvement plans, where all the participants will receive constructive feedback and create a personal improvement plans to maintain high grooming standards. And next. So this is our listed budget for the overall module cost. Now, let us briefly touch on the estimate budget necessary to make this training a reality. First thing first, from Module 1 until Module 5, there will be a total of 1,015 MYR for the costs, equipment such as projector and the screen that will be included in the venue rental costs, since we have been provided with basic amenities for any conference room or hall that we will rent. Next. And this is our additional costs. So for this additional costs, that we have a total 4,120 ringgit for the costs in the venue rental that I have mentioned just now, or the training fees, refreshments, and miscellaneous expenses. Next. So, these costs will bring the grand total to 6,000 ringgit, where the total of module cost is 1,015 ringgit, and plus at the total of additional costs 4,920 ringgit, and the grand total is nearly 6,000 ringgit. Next. So, this is our conclusion for this training program. This grooming training program is designed to enhance the professional presence of employees in the tourism and hospitality industry with expert guidance from Mushida's side. So, participants will gain valuable skills and insight, ensuring they can handle setting. So, we believe this training will significantly benefit your organization overall image and service quality. Next. So that is all for the meeting today. Thank you for your time and attention. Since there will be no Q&A session during this meeting, please feel free to reach out to us after the presentation with any question or clarifications. Thank you. Okay, wait.